Okay, hi everyone, and welcome back. This is our second lesson in the foundation course. In our first lesson, we built a strong foundation about learning sets. Do you remember? While I was talking about sets and Venn diagram, this, that was our first session. Okay, and of course, we have a very big explanation about all of that in our group. Okay, it's recorded. Anyone have any question? If you have any question here, it's okay. Any question? Or we will start our new lesson. Okay. We will move to one of the most important topics in higher mathematics, which is surds. Who is ready for the surds? Surds is very easy questions, but sometimes it has a little tricky, and we will make it together. Okay? We will make a golden rule as we used to do to make it very easy for us. Okay? Okay, so let's start in Surds. Surds, this topic appears frequently in EDXL, IGCSE, higher, and of course, foundation. Okay, it's very important for all level exams. Okay, it's essential to understand the concepts, not just memorize the rule. Because of that, we have some concepts and we have some golden rules, as we said, and tricky words, and we will learn all of that together. By the end of today's lesson, we will know how to simplify surds, perform calculation, and do a lot of things like that. Look, I prepared for you lesson outlines. After we finished all these parts, we will finish our lesson, and I guess you will understand all the things about surds. So let's start together. First, what is a surd? And exact value calculations, surds, multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, how to factorize, how to simplify, all of that it's easy. It's not very long, it's okay. But stay with me. So let's start with what is the surd. This is our first concept. What is the surd? The surd is a square root. Do you remember the square root? Some kind of that, which has no numbers here, nothing here. It's only that, right? Okay? And we'll start to talk about what is inside the root. Look at the number here because it gives you all the things that you need. The surd is a square root of two conditions, positive integer and perfect square, not perfect square. So you're looking for that. You're looking for positive integer and if it was perfect square or not. What's the meaning of perfect square? A lot of time, or I guess while you were in primary one, you started to take some kind of that. If you have 2 by 2, gonna be 4. 3 by 3, gonna be 9. And anything, if it's multiplied by its twins, it will give you a number. This number, because it is a product of twins of numbers, it means it's perfect square. Okay? So it's very important. Stay with me. If you have a perfect square, inside the root, it means that's not a surd. But if the number inside the root is not a perfect square, so we are in a surd. So, can I ask you if you have root 4, this is surd or not? If you have an answer, it's okay, not surd. If you don't have an answer, yeah, it's a surd. And of course, it's allowed for you to use the calculator. So, if you have a very big number and you don't know if it was perfect square or not, put it in your calculator. If the number make for you some kind of that, look, some kind of that, it will give you 2, so it's not a surd or any number, any definite number. But if you put root 2, if you have your calculator and you can start to make it with me now. If you put root 2, it will give you what? It will give you 1.414213562 and still writing. The screen ended and there is no ending in the number. So it means, of course, it's a surd. So you have two conditions. The first one, this number below the root is integer. And the other one, this number is not perfect square. Who understand what I said? If anyone have any question, it's okay to write it in the chat or speak about it here. It's okay. It's allowed to talk in Arabic if you want to. It's okay. The most important thing is to understand. And if you want me to repeat it in Arabic another time, it's okay. Anyone needs that? It's okay for me. I don't mind. Okay? So, if you have a square root, it can't be a third. If square root with perfect square, yeah, it's not a third. Very good. So the decimal, if you have the decimal like that and it's never end and never repeats, look, never repeats, huh? If it never end, never repeats, instead of writing the decimal approximation, sorry, you would write root 2. So if you have to put for me 3 root 2, what does it mean? It means 3 multiplied by root 2. Okay, let's do it together. You will put 3 multiplied 1.414. Ooh, it doesn't end. So don't write all of that. I will write what? I will write only root 2. So it means what? It means it has no simplifying. It's only 3 root 2. And you finished your question. Now your answer is ready. So if we want to take some examples for thirds, I will say what? It's okay to write root 2, root 5, maybe root 13, maybe root 99, maybe root 201. It's okay. All of that are thirds. Why? Because the number below the root is integer and not perfect square. And another easy thing about it, it's a secret between us. Put the third like that in your calculator. If it gave you on the screen some kind of that, not ended, not repeated, so it's a third. Okay? Easy? Okay. Okay. So if I put root 16, it will give you 4. 4. Is it a third? No, it's not a third. Okay? But if I put root 2 over 3, some kind of people or some kind of student, if he see a fraction below the root, maybe he cry. I don't know why. But it's easy. Just let's make it simplifying and make it simple together. If we have root 2 over root 3, it's a third or not? Who can tell me? While I'm asking you, is it a third or not? You are looking for what? You are ignoring this root and look for this, below the fraction, below the root. It was 2 over 3. You will ask 2 over 3. Two questions. Are you integer? Are you perfect square? And you will get your answer. Okay, it finished. It's not integer. Why? Because it's a fraction. And this fraction will not give you a whole number. Maybe some fractions give you integer, like what? Like 16 over 2. If I put root 16 over 2, it's root 8. Okay? If it was root 8, now we are looking for what? It's an integer, it's okay. But is it a perfect square? No. So also it's not a third. Get it? And also if we have root 6.23, for example, look at the number below the third, below the root, the square root, and ask him, are you integer? You will say, no, I'm not integer. So it's not a third. You don't understand the fraction part. It's okay. Very good. The fraction part. I just want you to know something. Ignore the fraction. Ignore it was a fraction. Just look at the number below the third. Even it was a fraction. Say it was 2 over 3. Now I'm looking for what? I just want you to understand something and make it for all your questions in the exam. If you don't understand the word or how to solve, just start to simplify. He asks you, is it a third? You will say, yeah, just a second. We have a golden rule. What is our golden rule? If it was a third, it must be what? It must be integer and must be what? Must be perfect square. Until now, you understand? My student who asked me. Until now, you understand? Write for chat. It's okay? Okay. So here, is it an integer? Look at 2 over 3 and ask her, is it an integer? Who can tell me? 2 over 3. Is it an integer? Yeah or no?
No.
No. Why it's no? Because the integer is a whole. Huh? Yeah. The integer is what? It's a
A
whole
whole
number.
number?
Yeah, a whole number. Do you remember the set of the integer? It was in the second last or in the last session, I guess. Yeah, I say it in the last session, of course, about sets. So we said what? We said if we have integer, we have what? Who can tell me the set of the integer? It's easy, just think.
Can you say again? I
What
didn't hear
is
you.
the set of integer? What is the set of integer which has king in the middle, which is 0 in the middle? And here is the positive integer, and here is the negative integer. Why you're going to write? You're going to write what? 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't end. And while you're going left, you're going -1, -2, -3. Okay? But is there in the middle? Is there anything in the middle? Is there any fraction here? No, there is not a fraction. All of them must be whole number. Because of that, 2 over 3, it's not a whole number. If it wasn't a whole number, so it's not an integer. Get it? Because of that, root 2 over 3 is not a third. You get it or not?
Yes.
Okay. The student who asked me, if you have any question, if you have another question or you didn't understand it, say it. I can repeat it again. It's okay. Hmm? Okay. So we just said all the things that about the conditions of the surds. Okay. Now let's get a golden rule to be a hand for you. Here is the golden rule as we use to write the surd must satisfy two conditions. What are they? The number inside the square root is an integer, and the other thing, it must be what? Not perfect square. What the meaning is not perfect square? It means it's not a product of twins. It's not a product of twins. Now, can we get the next one? The next concept we are talking about, it's about the exact value. Start with to concentrate with me. It's easy, don't worry. While you are solving the exam question, we leave answers as third whenever it's possible. Whenever it's possible. So we said if we have root 5, we can't write its we can't write its value because its value is 2.236 and a lot of numbers. I hope if you have your calculator and start to solve with me, it will be very perfect. Now, why do we simplify? We write only root 5. So we keep root 5 here. Okay? So if we have a calculation with thirds, Calculation of surds. What's the meaning of calculation of surds? If we have multiplying, first one, multiplying. If we have root A multiplied by root B, doesn't it will be here root A, B, right? Like if we have root 3 multiplied by root 5, it's gonna be what? I will put a root and start to multiply the two numbers below. 3 multiply 5 gonna be 15. And we finished, right? Concentrate because it will get for you a very big questions here. So if we have 2 root 3 multiplied by 4 root 2, we're going to make what? While we was up here, we multiplied 1 by 1 because I know that the number that's written here next to the root, it must be 1. If we don't see any number, it must be 1. So 1 multiplied 1 gonna be 1. So I will not write 1. But here we have a problem. We have 2 multiply 4, which it will be what? It will be 8. So I will multiply the numbers here next to the roots together, ignoring the roots. After that, I will stop ignoring the root and I will ignore the numbers and start to multiply what? 3 by 2. And don't forget to put the root. So it's going to be 8 root 6. So the answer is 8 root 6. Okay, but just a second. Now we have 8 root 6. It is the most simplifying thing here, or we will still have anything? Okay. Now it's good or not? Can you see it well? Okay. So why it's very important to check, because if we have some kind of number like that, look, root maybe think with me, 12. Root 12. I finished my question if I have root 12? No, you didn't finish it. Why? Because root 12 is coming from what? It's coming from root 3 multiplied by root 4. Just a second, root 4 is not a third. Root 4 has a number here. I can simplify root 4 to 2. So you can say 2 multiplied by root 3. Oops, you can write it like that. 2 root 3. And you finished your question. Now, is it the most simplifying thing? You will ask it. Root 3, can you simplify more? No, I can't. Why? Because I'm not a product for two numbers. If I multiply them together, one of them will be perfect square, like that. This 12 is a product of 3 multiply 4, and 4 is a perfect square. So I can simplify 4 into number. Root 4 can be a number, like 2. So it has a lot of simplifying else. But here, I don't have more. Why? Because root 3 is not a product of any two numbers. One of them is a perfect square. Get it or not? I hope you understand it. Okay, so the next thing after multiplying, we're going to talk about the division. How can I divide the third? Dividing thirds. It's easy, don't worry, it is the same. Look at here. If we have root A over root B, it is the same if we have the root here and put A over B. Very easy. Let's make it with numbers. If we have root 21 over root 7. Yeah, easy. Who can tell me? It's gonna be root what? Share with me. 21 over 7. Okay? So put the root as it was. Don't let it go, huh? Don't let it go. Never let it go. And put 21 over 3, which is gonna be 3. Sorry, 21 over 7, which is gonna be 3. Now you finished? Yeah, I finished. Why? Because root 3 can't, the number of 3 can't be a product of two numbers, one of them perfect square. Can't be a product for two numbers, one of them is a perfect square. Now I finished. It's the most simplifying thing. I can't simplify it more. Okay? So are you ready for the next step? Because it's important and a lot of students have panic from it. I don't know why, but it will be easy together, inshallah. So here, we're going to try to solve or try to explain factorizing surds. Oops, factorizing? It's difficult for a lot, but it's not difficult here, don't worry. Sometimes we split one square root into two. You know, we make it here. It is the same, but stay with me. Factoring surds, we are going to make what? We're going to split one square root into two. One square root into two. So if we have root a, b, it must be what? Huh? Who can split it with me? Maybe root a multiplied by root b, right? Let's make it with number. If we have root 35, who can split it with me? It's okay to put it in the chat if you don't want to talk. It's okay.